guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make an iced tea latte because it's summer. Since we're doing tea lattes on ice, I of course have to go with the theme, so I am wearing a shirt that is Reptar on ice. Let's get started on this iced latte thing. So I kind of feel like an iced chai latte today, so I'm gonna use this Chai and Mighty by David's Tea. It's super good, you know, it's just a good like vanilla sort of chai. And to really amp up that vanilla flavor, I'm going to use a vanilla almond milk. Normally I use like unflavored, unsweetened, but I want this to be a little extra special. And I feel like the vanilla with the chai, and I just thought like if I'm gonna be making iced lattes all week long with this, there are so many teas it would be good with. Let's get our tea steeping in our steeper. We are gonna use 4 times the amount of tea that you would normally use. So I use the David's Tea Perfect spoon, so I'm gonna do 4 scoops with that, but if you use tea bags or you have a different spoon you use, same kind of deal. Just do the same thing 4 times. And if you don't have a steeper, you can use an infuser as well. Doesn't really matter. We just want to get our tea steeped, nice and concentrated, and nice and strong. So you're going to take your hot water and just pour, I like to do like about up to that David's Tea logo. So just a little tiny bit, so that we're gonna end up with a really concentrated shot of tea. Okay, so while that's steeping, I thought I would talk about which teas are awesome for iced lattes and what to keep in mind while choosing a tea for your iced latte. Anything chai is gonna be awesome. So if you shop at David's Tea, if you do Saigon chai, pumpkin chai, Chai and Mighty, glitter and gold, which is similar to a chai, or even cardamom French toast. That one is super delicious and desserty. But if you're not in the mood for a chai during the summer, which I know a lot of people aren't, there's definitely a ton to choose from. The most important thing you keep in mind is that the tea that you pick doesn't have hibiscus in it. Because if you put milk in a tea that has hibiscus, it'll get curdled, so it'll end up with like weird chunks and it's super gross. So definitely check out the ingredients and make sure hibiscus is not listed. Anything else is pretty much a go. I made a little list of some of my favorites for iced lattes. Forever Nuts, that one is a delicious iced latte. It's delicious no matter what you do to it, honestly. If you make it as an iced latte, you're gonna end up with a pink latte, which is super cute. If you're using Forever Nuts for an iced latte, here's like a little bit of a hack. Put it in your steeper, start making it, and then like forget about it. Just let it steep for your entire life. Like the longer you let it steep, the more delicious it's gonna taste, and it's amazing. And same deal with raspberry cream pie. That's another one that makes an amazing iced latte. It literally tastes like ice cream and it's so good. And that one too, you just wanna let it steep literally forever. Like, since those are caffeine-free teas and they don't have actual tea leaves in them, you can let it steep forever and it won't oversteep or taste bitter or anything. It'll only get like super, super flavorful and concentrated. And since you're icing it anyway, it doesn't matter if you let it steep so long that the tea cools off. If you are looking for some caffeinated tea, one of my very favorites for iced lattes is Jasmine Creme Brulee. Also Mint Chip Sundae, which was limited edition, but if you happen to have some of that lying around at your house, that one tastes just like mint chip ice cream if you make it into an iced latte. And Chocolate Macaroon, that one is delicious. Okay, so we have our tea steeping. And now what we want to do is we want to fill our glass all the way up with ice. When I worked at David's Tea, people would be like, oh, you know, I want easy ice in my tea. But the thing is, we're using hot tea. So we want to fill it up almost all the way. So I'm going to do that now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! So like I said, you want to fill your cup excessively with ice, more than you think you need, because when we steep the hot tea over it, it's going to melt down to almost nothing. And you definitely want your iced latte to be cold. So let's go ahead and steep it. Okay, so it has filled the cup about halfway. So we have really concentrated shot of tea here, and now it's cold, so we are good. Now we're gonna add our milk. If you want, you can froth up your milk like you would for a hot latte before you add it, but personally, I don't like frothed milk cold. I prefer not to froth it, but that's totally up to you. Also, if you wanted to add sweetener, I'd suggest adding it while your tea is still hot, because if you try to mix in like honey or agave now, or even sugar, it won't combine super well. So it's always best to mix in the sweetener while your tea is still warm. But if you didn't, if you forgot, no big deal. You can always like add a little teeny bit of hot water into like a little cup or something and mix the sweetener right in with that and then pour it over. So you're making kind of a simple syrup. So then it has like a better chance of combining with the tea. Now I'm just gonna top my mug right off with my vanilla almond milk. A reusable straw, and we are good to enjoy. Taste it and see how it came out, and give it a little tiny bit of a stir, and go. Man, I love just like a good iced chai on a summer day. I think I'm gonna go sit out on my balcony and drink this. You could always top it off with some whipped cream if you want, or add in some creamer to make it extra special. But for me, like, I just love a simple iced chai latte. All right guys, so I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial. Let me know if you tried this at home and what tea you tried it with. I love hearing your suggestions and I love seeing what you come up with. I hope you're having a beautiful summer and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.